You threatened us.
Phone to go in the lake, young man?
You threatened us.
You want that phone to go in the lake?
Back
Don't
up.
test me.
Back
Walk
up from
out of
me.
here. You know
Just
what?
wait
We're going
for
to
them.
prosecute, so your parents are going to be real proud of that.
Yo, don't touch my rod. Don't.
Well, guys, it's not every day that you get to see something as pathetic as you will today. It appears that once again the government has put the Karen elixir in our water supply because videos of people blowing up over the most minor situations are beginning to pop up everywhere like they were a few years ago. I mean, that's the only logical explanation, right? I don't know exactly what's causing it, but it seems like over the last 6 months or so, at least to me, it seems like there's been a lot of anger, a lot of tension. It felt like for a year or two, things were kind of okay as we were coming out of COVID. People were starting to get along again, and well, now that's all disappearing. I don't know if it's because of the election coming up, but man, the internet has been a hostile place for a few months now, and I thought it was just an internet thing, but with all of these videos I've seen of people blowing up in real life, I'm starting to think that maybe it's not. It's honestly reminding me of when we were in the middle of COVID and those Karen videos were popping up everywhere because everybody was pissed off. So the Karens were worse than ever. And today we are looking at a video that looks like it came straight out of 2020. An HOA Karen going absolutely ballistic on what looks like two 13-year-olds fishing in his neighborhood. I promise you, you've never seen anybody who's more of a joke of a man than this loser. It's pretty bad. So let's not waste any more time. Let's begin. Please subscribe.
Yo, don't touch my rod. Don't fucking touch my rod.
Trespassing on private property.
Don't threaten us.
You're trespassing on
Don't
private
threaten us.
property, young man.
We're waiting for the police to come.
You don't
Waiting
need
for the
to
police
get
to
out
come.
of here.
No, wait for the
Leave.
No, we're gonna talk to
Leave.
them. We're gonna talk to them. You
Leave.
threatened us.
He's our president.
You threatened
that phone
us.
to go in the lake, young man?
You threatened us.
You want that phone to go in the lake?
All right, so Mr. Badass Tennessee Strong here really comes out swinging, looking to square up on what looks to be like a fucking 12-year-old. I'd be curious to see if this guy gave the same treatment to two 20-year-olds or something. Look, I never go after a person's physicality because it's just not right, but I'm gonna make an exception given the context. This guy can hardly make it across a section of ground that has like a 10-degree incline to it. I think I have a feeling as to why he's so willing to square up to a child. It's because it's the only demographic he feels tough against.
Back away
Walk
from
out of here,
him.
boys.
Back
Walk
away
out
from
of
him.
here.
He walked up.
Back
Don't
up.
test me.
Back
Walk
up from
out
me.
Of here.
He walked up on
Back
me.
up from
Get
me.
out of here.
Back up from me.
How'd I take that phone and put it in the lake?
Yeah, then I'll press charges.
For what?
Buddy, you're damn near a senior citizen who just got all in the face of a middle schooler and now you're threatening another one. What do you mean for what? Do you think you're allowed to break people's shit and threaten them? Well, I mean, actually, yeah, you probably do because you're this age and you're acting like an 8-year-old having a temper tantrum. What a loser.
Like assault, what?
For what?
Assault.
Yeah, I'm not assaulting you. Get out of here.
He said he.
We're just gonna wait. We're not gonna mess with
Get
anything.
out of here.
We're-
You're fishing in a private lake. Get the hell out of here now.
The cops are coming. We're just waiting for them.
Okay, good.
Yeah, we're waiting for them.
We'll
You know
just
what? We're
wait
going
for
to
them.
prosecute, so your parents are going to be real proud of that.
All right.
We're going to prosecute you, and you're going to pay all kinds of money because you're being a dick.
This dude's actually having a fucking screaming match with a child and is bragging about how he's gonna get him fined for being outdoors. Now look, this is an issue I can relate to. I am a fisherman, an angler, if you will, and I have a personal rule of never fishing on private property. It is something that you shouldn't do, and I also just don't want to deal with shit like this. But you shouldn't fish on land you don't have permission to. That's not something I'm gonna say these kids are in the right for doing. However, as 3 grown adults trying to handle this situation, this is not how you do it. Now, obviously, we didn't see what led up to this. These two kids could have been being disrespectful little shits. Not saying that's not a possibility, but still, as an adult, this is not how you handle shit. You don't get in the face of a child. You don't threaten to throw their phone in the lake. You don't try and break their fishing rod. I mean, come on. These kids are not in the right for fishing on private property, but they are handling this situation better than 3 fully grown adults. That's pretty sad.
I'm not being a dick.
You are.
Sir, you're the one yelling.
You're on private property,
Sir,
young man.
I'm just
Get
trying to
out of
fish.
here.
You threatened us and you walked up
Get
on me
out of
and
here.
hit
You're on
me.
private property. Get out of here.
Don't
We
touch me.
just said we wanted to
Touch
wait.
me. You touched me earlier.
Get out of here.
You touched
Get
me
out of
earlier.
here.
You touched me earlier.
Wait till I get a hold of your parents.
Call them.
Give me your call them right now.
My phone's dead.
Call them.
Phone's
You
dead.
call them.
I don't
Call
feel
your
like
parents.
it. I'll just talk
Let's
to
call
the
the parents.
police. I'm gonna just talk to the police.
You don't even know their number.
You live in your parents live in this neighborhood?
Don't worry about that.
Hey, listen, he knows everybody
said
in
that-
here.
he said he
his
did, but I
last
think
name's
he's
Smith.
lying.
Do you know any Smith lives in here?
No.
Okay, so what's your real name, buddy?
Look, I have pretty mixed feelings on HOAs. The reality of the situation, in my opinion, is that most of them really aren't that bad. I feel like the horrors of living in an HOA are often kind of exaggerated by the internet, not gonna lie, but shit like this is what gives them a bad name. Now look, sure, obviously these three have the right to want these kids off their property, but who the fuck cares? Like, if they weren't doing anything, if they were really just fishing, how miserable of a life do you have to be living to care this much? Like, I'm not trying to be an asshole here, but let's take a look at the guy in the back here. I mean, come on, he doesn't exactly look like a spring chicken. If I'm in my 70s and I'm spending what could be the last few valuable years of my life cussing out some children for fishing, I mean, that's pretty fucking bleak, man. I mean, these houses look pretty nice. You guys clearly aren't struggling. Go to fucking Florida or something. Anything but this, my God.
I'm not telling. I'll tell the police that. I'm not telling y'all that.
Well, wait, what's the
You
problem?
don't live in here.
Okay, we're just gonna wait till the police.
He
We wait for the
knows
police.
everybody that
We're waiting for
lives
the
in here.
police.
He's the president. He's lived here for years. And there's no Smith that lives in here.
We could stop fishing, but like we're just gonna wait for the police.
You don't live in here.
We're gonna wait for the
He
police
knows
to be here.
every family in here.
We're just gonna wait for the
Little
police.
douchebags from-
I mean, really.
Where you guys from, man?
Tennessee.
Tennessee.
Well, your parents would be proud of you. Why don't you send me that video? I'll send them and show you what a fine young man they're raising.
Oh my God, what a fucking dork. This dude literally sounds like he's about to start crying, having an argument with two 15-year-olds. Your parents would be proud, really, dude? What an asshole. Imagine being in your late 50s and you get so worked up that you're about to cry having an argument with a child, and you decide to attack how somebody else is living. Ugh.
Because you won't listen
It
to
doesn't
an
mean you get in
adult.
my
You're in
face.
private
Yeah,
property.
we're gonna wait for the
Get out of here.
police.
I'm
You
pressing
were
charges
asked
on you for
nice.
assault to a minor.
asked
I'm
nice.
pressing charges on you for assault
Let's
to a
go,
minor.
let's
You
go.
touched me. You
Let's
touched me,
go.
didn't you?
Let's go to a kid who doesn't even have a hair on his chin. No offense to you, brother, don't mean for you to be catching strays, but holy shit. This dude is actually the most pathetic man I've ever seen in my life. This is insane. I mean, this dude is on the path for going to jail for beating up a kid, and it's not even for a good reason. Okay, maybe I shouldn't say it that way. What I mean is that this is not something to be this angry over. Like, oh no, two kids who are fishing in my neighborhood who are both willing to wait for the police to show up to get this resolved. Oh my God, the horror. Like, if it really means that much to this guy, he could have just walked up and said, hey, this pond is for residents only. If you don't live here, I'm gonna have to ask you guys to leave. And if they don't, then he just calls the police and it's done with. Instead, this guy's probably gonna end up getting a charge.
You saying let's go? That's a threat. And you smell like alcohol on your breath. I can smell it.
You're right. I had a drink. Is that against the law, dumb shit?
Yes, you heard that right, folks. The guy who just said, I bet your parents would be proud of the fine young man you've become, just called a 15-year-old a dumb shit.
Yeah. Tell me you got all this on video.
We're just gonna wait for the police.
Yeah, good. I
Thank
am
you.
too.
And we're gonna
Yeah.
show
One of
him.
those poles gets thrown into the lake, I'm gonna snap it in half.
No, you're not, because the police are gonna press charges on you. You're gonna be arrested and
Yep.
paying for them.
Okay.
I promise you will.
You're a genius.
We're showing the police this video, and you're
Good.
gonna get arrested.
Good.
Good. I can't wait to see you walk away in handcuffs.
Do it. Don't do it.
Yo, don't touch my rod. Don't fucking touch my rod.
Imagine being such an insecure, feeble-minded little guy that a 15-year-old not doing what you told him to makes you this angry. This is insane behavior. I hope this guy gets everything that's coming to him from this video going viral. He deserves an expensive lesson. You cannot be this age acting in this manner. You don't get to just get away with it. That's not how it works.
Yo, you can't fucking do that.
You not to do
What
it.
the fuck is wrong with
Tell me
you?
you got that
Yeah, I'm about to call the police.
Do it,
I got that on
You
video.
wanna do it too?
I got that on video, bro.
video.
You're going
What
viral.
the fuck are you doing?
You're going
I told you
viral.
guys to leave politely.
Yeah, but you can't break my
You're on
property.
private property.
This guy is just doubling down to the end, isn't he? Really riding that private property justification, huh? What's funny is it doesn't seem like they're in his backyard. They were very clearly talking about how they can't prove they don't live there. Imagine these kids actually did have permission from one of the residents. This guy just ruined his life because he assumed he knew everything. Lovely. Well, guys, what do you think? Are you team fisherman or are you team Karen? Like I said, nobody is fully in the right in this. Both parties are obviously to blame for what happened here, but let's be real. I think all technicalities kind of go out the window when you are a fully grown man assaulting a child. I know, call me crazy. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and walk on over to that subscribe button and touch it. It's free. It won't cost you anything. But for now, that's all I have for you today. Bye.